good morning, good stitch. Welcome to my channel, Stitching with Tiffany. I'm Tiffany, and today I'm going to be talking about cross stitch. Thank you so much for joining me. For all of those who've come here before, thanks for coming back. And for all of you new folks, thank you so much for trying out my channel. I did want to say thank you to everyone who's watched my previous videos and liked and left comments. It means so much to me that anyone would be interested in seeing my stitching and, listening to me talk for close to an hour. So thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy this video too. I think in my previous videos, I didn't really talk too much about who I am, so I thought I'd go through that now. I live in the the Washington, D.C. metro area in the United States with my husband and our two kids, who are 3 years old and 3 months old. And just currently I'm on maternity leave. I think I said that in my previous floss tubes, and that's going to be ending in less than 2 weeks, which I'm so sad about. I've been lucky enough to have this much time off, and I'm so thankful for that, but I'm really sad that it's going to be over and that I'm not going to be with my daughter full time anymore. I will be able to go back part-time from home for a little while, for about a month, and she'll be at home with my husband. He's going to be taking some time off on the days that I'm working, so not fully having to leave her yet, but that'll come in June. You probably will hear her in the background. She's playing right now. She just very early learned to roll over, so that's been interesting. My older child didn't roll over until he was, I think, closer to 5 months old, so this is very early for that. And I've really enjoyed this maternity leave time off. It's been a lot different than my first maternity leave, which was in 2020, right at the beginning of the pandemic. So that, threw a whole bunch of stuff into how that went, but I also struggled pretty strongly with postpartum depression and postpartum anxiety. And I haven't had so much of that this time, though I have had a little bit. But I've been able to manage that a lot better this time around, and have a lot more support in place since I knew that it was a potential possibility. So I've really liked this time around, getting to be with my daughter and spend time with her and get in stitching time when she's napping and things like that. So hopefully I'll be able to keep up with a similar pace, maybe not so much once I'm back working. So I will get into the cross stitch now. I will go through, I have 2 finishes, which I haven't had a finish in a long time, so I'm very excited about that. So I'll go through my finishes first. My first finish is the Summer Celebration Small from Liz Mathews. It's a freebie on her website, so you can go there and get it if you like it. Let me zoom in a little bit. And I'm stitching this one for a smalls exchange at Stitch North, and I'm planning to do a pillow finish. So it's not fully finished yet, but it should be by the next time that I do a floss tube. So this is my finish. I did change all of the colors I just pulled from my stash. So this is on 28 count Lugana in Springfield Sage. The color's turning out a little bit more gray than it is. It is like a green gray color, but it is showing up much more gray than it is in real life. But that's my finish. And like I said, I'm going to be doing a pillow finish for this. So we'll see how that goes. I've never done that before. And I haven't broken out my sewing machine in quite a while. So we'll see. I have stuff that I need to order that's on its way. I did order it. It's on its way. And hopefully that'll get here on Saturday. And then I can finish this up for the smalls exchange. And if you want to know what floss I used and everything, I put that all in the description box since I did change every color. So you can go check that out. And my second finish is Joyful Song by Samplers Not Forgotten. So here is my finish. So I did take out, or I did opt not to stitch. There's these little pinwheel looking things, and I opted to stitch my husband and my initials instead, and the year that we bought our house, because we live in a colonial, and that one, you know, is colonial-esque. And I also changed the color of the door. It was charted in pink. It's charted in pink, and I changed it to the blue color, the lighter blue color that's in the chart, in the birds. And I kind of debated about whether I liked it or not, but I think I really do, and I love blue. So, you know, I think I'm going to keep it like that. And then I plan to frame this one. So I'll have to get a frame and try framing, because I've never done that either. And I finished that one on April 13th. And that one I was stitching for over a year, but it was mostly because basically my whole pregnancy for 9 months I wasn't stitching at all. So it's done now. And I'm sorry if you hear more baby noise. I moved her into a seat that's closer to me. So if you hear that, hopefully it's not too loud. Okay, so those are my two finishes, and I'm really excited about that. Like I said, I haven't had any finishes in a long time, and I'm excited to do some fully finished items. I might do some of the other stuff that I have finished that's just lying around. I've been kind of thinking about how I want to finish those things. So now I'll show you my whips. My first whip is Needles Dance. So I'm doing it on a lighter fabric, so it's more similar to the one in the corner down here. And this is a collaboration between House Stitche Workes, Ink Circles, and Hands-On Design. And this is where I was the last time. In my first video, I showed this as a whip in my whip parade. And I didn't make any progress for the last video. I was kind of keeping two whips in my rotation and then just having my other whips kind of to the side. And after I finished Joyful Song, I moved this one back into the current whips area. So this is where I'm at now. And I finished these green vines that are up here above the middle flower. And then I moved down and did, I just continued that color. I think I had more and I was liking doing that color green. So I did these two little things down here. And then I did the scissors and part of the bird that's over here. And then I moved down here to start this big plant vine flower thing that's down here, and it's pretty big. It goes like the whole way around. So I'll probably be doing that for a while. Hi, what's up? Hi. You're making lots of noise. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you're making lots of noise. Okay. Waiting for all the noise to be done. My next whip is Manor at Quaker Hill by With a Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais. And this is where I was last time. And this is the progress I have now. So I added a lot more of the border vine, and then I did some more of the flowers, and I moved into this flower motif here. So much noise. I've been really enjoying doing Manor at Quaker Hill right now. So I made a lot of progress on that one. So that is all my whips, because like I said, really I've only been doing having 2 whips in my rotation at a time, because you know, I just keep them out next to my stitchy spot. But with a toddler who likes she's making a lot of noise. She's about to start laughing, so I'm really excited for that to happen. Anyways, I was saying I've really only been keeping 2 things in my rotation at a time, because with my toddler, he likes to get into things that all the rest of my whips away, and I know that I'm not leaving any like needles out or whatever. It's just easier to manage only 2 things out at a time. Yeah, you're being real loud. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to redo this whole thing. Moving on. Moving on up to the side. Okay, baby taken away. Probably will still be lots of noise though. Okay, so next I wanted to talk about Stitch North. So Stitch North is a cross stitch retreat, and it's hosted by the people from Evertote, a Canadian cross stitch store. And they also design some fabrics and flosses as well. And it's near Toronto, and I'm going to be going there the first weekend in May for that retreat weekend, and I'm really excited about that. Also very hesitant about going. Whether or not I bring my daughter with me or not is still up in the air, so got a lot of things to figure out, but I'm very excited to go to that and meet some other stitchers, because I don't, you know, in real life, I don't have any stitching friends, and I don't know anybody around me that stitches, so I'll be excited to meet some people in person and get to stitch with other people. And like I said, I'm doing the summer celebration small from Hello from Liz Mathews for the smalls exchange for that. And then I also have something, I guess I'll just show it now. I was gonna show this in haul, but might as well just get it out now. So I had heard that people at retreats will have, sometimes they have like little gifts to give people that are sitting at their table, or just other people that they meet, maybe that they've, you know online and they meet in person, a little gift to give. So I made some floss drops of my stitching. So I got that. It's just like I know people do hang tags, but I heard from Jessie from Mislaid Pages that she does like a hang tag. So it has, I'll pop this out. It has a hole already in it because it's supposed to be like a gift tag or something like that, to make like, you know, if you were giving away like gift bags for business or something like that. So it already has the hole to put on your floss ring. And then I have like a hole puncher that I think I showed in my last video to punch a hole for the floss down here. So this is some of my stitching from Joyful Song, the red tree. I really liked stitching that that like apple tree. And then on the back I have one of the birds from Joyful Song, and then just like, you know, my name. Might as well put it on there so people don't have to remember like who they got it from. So I have a whole box of those to give out, and I wanted to make some floss drops for myself because I have a lot of DMC that I need to put on some floss drops, and I don't have any. I have like some plastic ones that I got, but they're all in use, and I need to, you know, cut down my floss to the correct lengths for a bunch of projects. So I have that too. So I'll be using some of those for myself. And I also thought I would talk about, I'm planning to have I'm planning to bring a couple of the projects that I already have as whips with me. And then I'm bringing one more that I have kitted to be a new start at Stitch North. So that is going to be Bushland Quaker #1 by Mojo Stitches. And I'm really excited to start this one. I finally have everything that I need to do it. And I just need to, I have a linen for this, but it's, I plan to cut it and share it between 2 projects. So I just have to make sure that I cut it down to the correct size so that both projects have enough. The other half's gonna go to Lantern Lane, and I'm really excited. And I started watching a new floss tuber. She's only been making videos for less than a month, and she's from Finland. Her channel is I Stitch Birds ? And her name is Laura, and she in, I can't remember which video it was. I think it might have been because she split her whips up into 2 different videos because she has so many. And I think it might have been in the very first episode, she showed her whip of this, and it was gorgeous. It was so pretty, and I was like, yes, that's gonna be my start for Stitch North, because I'm really excited to start this one. So I just have to, I still need to like cut down the DMC floss and put it on floss drops, which one of the reasons that I got those floss drops for myself, and get that ready to go, because that's only a couple weeks away. So yay, Stitch North. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to go. Okay, what's next? And then actually, so I'll be going to Stitch North, like I said, the first weekend of May. But May is also my birthday month. Yeah. I'll be, I don't normally do like a whole lot to celebrate my birthday. And it's like right around Mother's Day. So, now that I'm a mother, it kind of gets lumped in together. But I do plan to have a new start in May or on my birthday. I haven't really decided that yet, but I have some patterns that I have in mind for that. And I have the pattern and I have linen for each of the projects, but I don't have any of the flosses, so I would still need to kit those up in order to make it a birthday start. So I thought I would show those and then see what everybody thinks about which one should be my birthday start in May. So the first one is Redbird Sampler by With Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais. And this one was a new release in 2021. And there was a lot of people stitching this. I remember seeing so many people stitching Redbird Sampler. And I think it's deceptively large in this picture. I don't think that it's a very big sampler, but I really love it. I really love those red flowers and like the flower arch over this house. It's so cute. And I plan to stitch this on, I have my notes over here, 36 count light mocha Edinburgh linen by Zweigart, which I'll show later. The next one is Mother's Garden by Blackbird Designs. This one might be, you know, like I said, my birthday is kind of near Mother's Day, so that's, you know, might fit for, you know, a birthday Mother's Day kind of theme. And also super cute. I have a lot of birds. I've heard birds are in this year, so I guess that's fitting. And then I have, oh, and that one, so I plan to stitch this one on 36 count natural raw Edinburgh linen by Zweigart, which I have, like I said. And then the next one is Floral Motif Sampler by the Scarlet House. Sorry, I'm trying to get the glare off. There we go, that's pretty good. Floral Motif Sampler. Similarly, there was a lot of people that were stitching this. My husband sneezed and it scared her. There were a lot of people that were stitching this last year, and this one also came out in 2021. Yeah, and this one also came out in 2021, and this one I would be stitching on 36 count cream Edinburgh linen by Zweigart. So the called for on this one is, or the model on this one was 40 count prairie grass from Seraphim, and that's very hard to find. And it's kind of like a cream color, but it has a lot of like yellow in it, which I think doesn't really come out so clearly, but that linen has quite a bit of yellow in it. So this one will just be like a blank cream color, but I thought it would look nice, and I'll have to do, there are a couple like white flowers down here, so I'll probably just have to do a floss toss once I get all the floss to make sure that all of it can be seen. Which on the model, the white flowers are a little bit, they kind of blend in a little bit too, so I don't know, maybe I won't care. And then the last one would be, you know, a big project. This one would probably take a very long time to stitch. So, and the same with Floral Motif Sampler. Both of them are pretty large. So, you know, maybe if I wanted to get it done by my next birthday, they wouldn't be realistic, but I don't know if I have those plans for myself yet. Seeing as I haven't finished very many things, I don't think I'm going to put that pressure on myself, because I'll probably just be like, yeah, no, that's not happening. So this next one is Isabel Uffendell, 1829. Yeah, Uffendell. And this is Hands Across the Sea samplers. So very, very big. And then this one is kind of a sister sampler. So there's two Uffendell sisters. I think the other one is Anna, and they each have a sampler. And, you know, I really liked this one. Maybe I will do the other one someday too. I don't know, but, you know, probably. Let's get one done first. And this one is supposed to be on 40 count Lakeside linen pecan butter, and also like Lakesides are almost impossible to find. So I chose 36 count antique ivory Edinburgh linen by Zweigart. So I'm excited to get this one done. I've never stitched in silk before, so I'm probably planning on doing the DMC conversion for this one. It has, you know, it's been converted to DMC as an option instead of the silk. So I'll probably do that. But it's a lot. I mean, it's 32 flosses, 32 colors, and some of those are 2 skeins. So, and I don't even know, I mean, I don't have very much DMC. I don't have a big stash. So I would have to get a lot to start this one, but I think that would be fun. And one of the reasons why I haven't done it is because, you know, I'd have to buy so much floss, and when I'm doing projects, I'm like, oh, well, I have that one, but it's like in a different project, like it's in a different whip. So I want to like see how much I've used, but then like you don't really want to use that one on a second project, because then if you run out on either one and then you have to buy like a new skein, especially if it's an over dyed, the like dye lots might not line up. So I've been like hesitant to purchase too many flosses, especially if it's the same one, because I mean I have duplicates already, and I'm like, okay, when am I going to use this floss? Probably won't use it again, but you know, I saw on Lala D Stitches, Laura, she's a relatively new floss tuber. She's been, you know, making videos for less than a year, but much longer than I have. And she was talking about how she has, you know, now gotten to like a full DMC collection, but she creates little floss cards and then just takes like a little bit, especially for big projects like this where it calls for so many colors, and you know, you don't know, some of the colors might only be used a little bit, and then she only puts a little bit on at a time, especially if it's a larger project that's going to take her a long time to do. You know, so then she doesn't have to have like 18 skeins of one color if it's called for in like multiple different projects. So I don't know, I was thinking about that. I'm gonna see how many of the colors I have already, but I need to go through and look at that, and then I would need to order for this one. But like I said, it's like 32 colors, so colors of floss, so that'll be interesting. But please, please let me know which pattern, which cross stitch project you think should be my birthday start. I would love to know what you all think. Leave me a comment and let me know. Because I do love a good poll and taking into account everyone's opinions, and then, you know, maybe making my own decision after that. Okay, so that's about my birthday start. And now I'm gonna go into some haul. I do have a bit of haul, which is unusual, but that's because I was trying to get some supplies to do the Smalls Exchange finish, and some stuff to get ready for the retreat, the Stitch North retreat. And then I got the linen for all of those projects too. And the main reason I made an order initially was to get the one floss that I was missing for Manor at Quaker Hill. So I got that, and then I just like was like, oh, I'll get these other linens so that, you know, the shipping was like worth it and everything. I wouldn't want to just send like one, you know, order one skein of floss and then. So let's get all my haul. Okay, so the first, just wanted to take all of that out of the packaging so that I can just cut down on the plastic noise, and then you won't have to have it later. So the first order I made was from Kitten Stitcher, and I've been like waiting to make this video before I like, you know, get into all of it to show you all. And I've never ordered from Kitten Stitcher before, but I had heard a lot of other people had ordered and had good experiences. So I tried it out and it was good, you know. She does say that it can take like 3 to 7 days before she will get your order shipped. And mine did take like the full 7 days, but I already knew that. So, you know, not a big deal. And what else was I going to say? Yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing is the floss that I needed for Manor and Quaker Hill, Harvest Basket by Gentle Art. And this one was like, originally I didn't have it because it was like sold out everywhere. And then it's still like pretty difficult to find. So one of the reasons that I went with Kitten Stitcher was because she had it in stock. So I have that. Then she also includes a cute little sticker. It's cute. So then I have a piece of, she does these nice little tags too. This is the 36 count light mocha or mushroom. I think it goes by both names. Linen. And I'm not very familiar with like, you know, linen colors and stuff like that. So one of the reasons that I like got these was to see like what the colors were. And then I could have one to like compare to if I did want to like go with a different, not go with like a called for. I've mostly been trying to get called for fabric because I'm not sure like what it's going to look like. And I don't have a lot of the floss to like do floss tosses with to see if it's going to look good or not. So now I'm trying to like get a little bit of stash so that I can try to do that and know a little bit more if I did want to like deviate from called for. And so this one is the 36 count raw natural linen by Zweigart. And that one's for Mother's Garden. And then this one is cream, I think. Yeah, this one's 36 count cream, Zweigart linen. That looks more white. In person, it is a lot more yellow. That's a little bit better. And then this one is the Antique Ivory, which is browner than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. And this one's for the Isabella. I think that'll be good. And then, you know, I had to get more patterns. And I've really liked a lot of Liz Mathews patterns. Hello from Liz Mathews. But I've never, except for that small that I did, I've never gotten one of her patterns before. So I did get 2 of them now that I saw and I just fell in love with. So this is Poppy by Hello from Liz Mathews. And then she has 2 different, you know, poppy colors that you can do. And I thought that was really cute. And it seems like it'll be, I mean, it's pretty small. So that'll be fun to stitch up. And then Winter Garden, also by Hello from Liz Mathews. And now I'm gonna have to make more orders to kit these ones up, but probably not for a while. Like I said, I'm not really keeping a whole lot in my rotations. I'm gonna put Harvest Basket in my project bag. So that's what I got from Kit and Stitcher. And then I made an order for some fabric, like cotton, not linens, like cotton fabric for doing different finishes. So I found this fabric supplier. It's called Hawthorne Supply Co. And I think it's like a, I think it's a in-person shop in New York, like somewhere near New York City. But they also have online, and I have really liked, I've seen a lot of people show Rifle Paper Co. fabric, and I always really like it when I see it. So I was trying to look for someplace that was selling Rifle Paper Co. It had stuff in stock, and a lot of places don't, because I think a lot of like quilting fabric, like they print it once and they release it, and then, you know, once it's gone, and they only do releases a certain number of times per year. So like, you know, there's not a lot of like back stock, especially for companies that are like do smaller batches or are more popular. So, so I was looking for that. And so I found Hawthorne Supply Co. and, you know, not affiliated or anything like that, but I just did order some stuff from them. So the first one I got is, and I got this because, you know, it's hard to see online like what stuff's actually going to look like. So I was trying to find some fabrics that might look good with the Summer Celebration Small. And so I got a bunch so that I could have some available for other finishes. And then I didn't really know what was going to look good with it. You know, I've never really finished stuff like that before, so I didn't know kind of what would look good. So I got this Rifle Paper Co. It's like a 10 by 10 pack of their quote basics. So it has like this one's like little flowers, and then there's another like little flower pattern, and then there's these like dots, and it has various colors. So there's like blues, greens, yellowy gold color, like a tan and pink. So there's that. And then I also found, I looked at like their sales section. You know, I was like, well, I'm already paying for shipping for one thing, or, you know, might as well see if there's anything else I wanted. And I also saw this one and was like, ooh, I wonder if that would look good with my small. So this is Summer in the Cotswolds by Jade Mazinski. So it's another 10 by 10, you know, collection pack. And it just has like various, I really liked, you know, this one that's on the front. And then there's, let me see if I can find it. There's like this one with like beehives, and like a lot of these come in kind of like different colorways. So they also have that beehive one in like a green, like a minty background. And then this one is really cute, if I can get to it. So it's like bicycles with little flower baskets. So cute. So they have this one in like several different colorways too, which is just so cute. And I really, really want to go to England someday and see stuff. So I just thought that was cute. And then, like I said, I was trying to find some stuff, you know, I was trying to find some stuff to do other finishes. So I got, sorry, I'm just trying to get rid of the paper, but I got this Moda Basics bundle of, I think I got fat quarters. I'm pretty sure. I got fat quarters, and these are, it's basics, but they have like really subtle pattern on them. And so I thought that was really cute. It's called, I'm pretty sure this was, yeah, Beyond Bella. Because like there's like the Bella Basics by Moda, I guess, and then this is like the basics but with a little bit of extra jazz to it. So I got that, and I did pick out which one I was going to use for my small, but I'm kind of waffling on that, so I don't know which one I'm going to do. And then the last, I already just talked about my floss drops that I got. I was going to talk about that in haul originally, but kind of fit in earlier. And then the other thing that I ordered, which was just like a whole debacle. All I can say is like ordering things online from Joann's is just, I had done it before, and once I ordered this, I was like, oh man, I remember it being not a great experience ordering from Joann's. They like didn't update any of the information of if it was shipped, and I was like, I need this to get here because I'm going to be leaving. Like it needs to, you know, they need to like process it or whatever. So I actually ordered another one from another company, but it was like more expensive, and I was like, well, I guess I'll just return one of them if they both end up coming. But I should probably hold it up. It's this stitching lamp. So this one's like the table version, but it folds down. It folds down into like a really small portable lamp to bring, because I mean, it's like the retreat's going to be in a ballroom in a hotel, so lighting in there is generally not very good, and originally I was thinking of starting the Fox by Cottage Garden Samplings, and that one's on like a darker fabric. So I was like, I'm gonna need some light to be able to see see this. But you know, I also was like, oh, then if I'm in like my hotel room, lighting in hotel rooms isn't usually that great, so I can use it there too. So this did get here, but Joanne still says that it hasn't shipped yet. So I got it yesterday from FedEx, but it says they think it hasn't shipped yet. I don't know. It's just, so I probably will not be ordering for shipping from them again if I can help it, but it was cheaper. That was like the cheapest one place that I could get it. So that's why I originally ordered it from Joann's. And yeah, so I'm excited to get this out and try using it. My husband was like, thanks for buying me this desk lamp, this desk task lighting for my desk. And I was like, that's not for me. That's for me. It's mine. Yeah, so that's all of my haul. I think, yeah, that's all my haul. And I already called out a couple of Flosstubers that I've been watching recently. The one is I Stitch Birds, ? I should not say question mark, but I Stitch Birds. I really want to say an Anchorman joke, but I'm gonna refrain right now. So I just started watching her today because I heard her recommended from somebody else, and it's been good so far, and I like seeing she stitches stuff that's like completely different from what I would choose. She does a lot of back stitching, a lot of things with back stitching and like black work, and then just like different types of patterns. And even though like, you know, I wouldn't necessarily stitch them, it's still like really interesting to see what she's stitching. Yeah, just to see what she's stitching. And it's all really beautiful. She's got a lot of really, really neat stuff. And then I also mentioned before Lala D Stitches. I found her first video, I don't know, less than a week ago. And then I watched that one, and then I found a kit parade that she did a few episodes before that one, and watched that. And then I went back to the beginning and I've now watched all of her Flosstube episodes, and she is, I've really enjoyed watching her Flosstube videos. She's like sweet and funny, and she's just like smiling. I mean, you know, not all the time. She's not smiling like all the time, but like she just is like making little jokes and like kidding. And she's always like, you know, like, oh, fudgesicles. And like, there would be totally stuff that I would do. It's like, she's like spunky and nerdy and like just really, really has a lot of joy for cross stitch. And I mean, I'm like extremely, extremely nerdy. So I really enjoyed like that part. And then it's just like, she just has so much joy about cross stitch. And then she also does a lot of quilting. So she shows that a lot. And, or she did a couple of like extra episodes about, a couple of extra videos about her quilting that she does, you know, outside of the cross stitch things. And she has some interesting finishes. Like she finishes her cross stitch as like little wall quilts, which is really cool. I haven't seen many people do that before. So I was like, got to get that sewing machine out and do some of those, because that seems like a really simple way to do finishes. You know, if you know how to sew by hand, or you have a sewing machine and just like, you know, quilt up a cross stitch and not have to like buy a frame and stuff like that. So I might do some of those with some of my projects. We'll see. I gotta get this pillow finished first. We'll do that. We'll finish the pillow and then the royal we. I'll finish the pillow for the Smalls Exchange. I think someone's at the door. I'll finish this pillow for the Smalls Exchange, and then I'll also try to finish Joyful Song. I did want to do a frame finish for that, since I kind of made it into like a, you know, celebration of buying our first house sampler, and then we'll get to seeing if I can do some more soft finishing of other things or some more framing. And yeah, so that's kind of the floss tubers that I've been watching recently. And in another one that I found recently is Kennedy from Kennedy Creates. She spells her name with an IE instead of a Y. And she's only 14 and she has like so many projects that she's stitched, even though she does like school and like every sport imaginable. And, you know, just has like skill way beyond what I mean, she like does cross stitch and quilts and crochets, and how she even finds time for all that, I don't know. I mean, I guess, but she like goes to school full time and does all these sports, and like somehow she still finds all this time to stitch and stuff like that. So, and she's like super cute. It's like super cute watching her videos. I have nieces that are around, you know, kind of like a little bit older and a little bit younger than her. And I'm just like, yep, this reminds me of my nieces. Is super, she's really fun to watch too. And her videos are always like really short. They're like, you know, 15 minutes or so. So, you know, it's like a nice quick one to watch and see what she's working on. And she's brought on like her grandma and her little sister who's 7. I think she was 7. Or was she 9? I think she might be 9, but she brought on her little sister who also stitches, and she's like in elementary school. And I'm like, man, this family's got some skills. But I guess, I don't know. I don't remember being that skilled when I was little, even though my mom and grandma did teach me how to do like sewing and stuff like that. But I definitely did not have as much ambition to like do all of these crafting projects and make them look presentable, because she does some of her own finishes too. And yeah, I mean, and like has made a bunch of different quilts, and Kennedy's only 14. So just, I would recommend watching. It's cute and also makes you feel like, wow, man, I'm like a noob compared to her, and she's only 14. Yeah, so I guess that's all I had to talk about. I do want to thank you again for tuning in and hearing, you know, everything that I've been working on and what I have plans for. Like I said, please, you know, come back, watch another video when I make one. This one was like 3 weeks in between, just because we had spring break for my son's school, and then, you know, I just wasn't able to fit in filming last week for with, you know, stuff with a newborn who's getting to be a lot more active and needs like more, you know, you can't just lay her down and she sleeps all the time anymore. She's getting into the really interested in, you know, looking at you and talking and stuff like that phase, which is fun. But made it so that it was harder for me to film last week, but I still do want to try to go on like a bi-weekly basis. The next one, if I did do that, would be when I'm on my way to Stitch North, so I'll have to see, or I guess it would be the first day of Stitch North, so maybe I'll film up there with what I'm doing, and we'll have to see about that, maybe. I know, you know, hotel rooms don't really have the best lighting, so we'll have to see if that would go well or not. But I'll definitely talk about it when I get back. And so that's what I plan to do, another video in 2 weeks' time. And I'm also going back to work, like I said, part-time in May, so we'll have to see how much cross stitch I can keep up with. Hopefully I'll be able to get some evening stitching in, or like on my lunch break or something like that. I'm working from home, so I can just grab my stitching and do like a few minutes here or there if I have a break, or if I need a break, or like I breastfeed, so I gotta pump and stuff like that when I'm not with my daughter. So maybe that'll be my pumping project, will be stitching instead of just scrolling my phone. It's probably better use of my time than just looking at Instagram, and much more relaxing, you know? You gotta be relaxed to let the milk flow. Now you all know way too much about me and my life. So that's what I plan for the next few weeks. Hopefully I have some stuff to show. I'm like really surprised with the progress that I made in the last 3 weeks, with the 2 finishes. I was like monogamously stitching Joyful Song for a long time, you know, because I was like really excited about getting that one done, because that was, you know, one of the biggest project that I've finished so far, and I was just enjoying it, and I really wanted to finish it, and I was like having fun making the changes that I made, and deciding, like, I was like, I need to get all this done so that I can see what the blue door would look like instead of the pink door. You know, and then once I got that done and switching over to Manor at Quaker Hill, I was like really into that one too. So I got quite a bit done, and I'm happy about that. But we'll see how that can continue. Sorry if you hear my dog, he's walking behind me. Okay, so like I said, if you would come back and watch a future video, I'd appreciate it. Also, please subscribe if you've liked watching my videos and you'd like to see more. If you liked this one, please hit the like button and comment to me about which pattern you think I should do for my birthday start, and maybe add where you're from. Like I said, I'm from the mid-Atlantic region of the United States, near Washington, D.C. And I'm not originally from here, but that's where I live now with my family. And let me know where you're from and which pattern you think I should do for my birthday start. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I really appreciate all of you. And I look forward to talking to you again soon.